I'm Mike Morrison. My guest in the music hall is Duke Robillard, who in 1967 formed one of the country's premier bar bands. They had a 30-year career, or close to it anyway, Roomful of Blues, still going, I think. Since 1979, he's been on his own, making records drenched in blues, rhythm and blues, and jazz. You're appearing tonight and tomorrow at B.B. King's Blues Club up on City Walk in Universal in Studio City. I'd like to welcome Duke Robillard to the music hall.
How you doing?
Good. I want to get you to play a song, but before we do that, I want to ask you, what is it that draws you, a white New Englander, to roots music?
Well, the thing that got me going was my brother's record collection. He was about 10 years older than me in the mid-'50s, and brought home all the records by Chuck Berry and Little Richard and Buddy Holly and people like that. That got me started in a kind of rock and roll R&B vein. And then the Newport folk and jazz festivals were a place where you could see. I got to see when I was growing up all of my heroes, just about most of them, up close, and that really got me started on this kind of music.
Who were those heroes?
Muddy Waters and Freddie King and Howlin' Wolf, Son House, Count Basie, Illinois G-Cat, just jazz and blues greats,
What are you going to play for us?
We're going to do Temptation.
Okay. Duke Robillard in the music hall here at FM 101.9.
People, this is a story about temptation. Ever since the world began, people have been talking about a thing called original sin. Yeah. What this world is all about. Temptation. What this world is all about. Since Adam bit the apple and the juice come running out. Hatred, jealousy go hand in hand. Greed and hatred, jealousy go hand in hand. Since Adam bit the apple, ain't been no peace on earth for man. Lord, no peace, no hell. Children crying. People dying. All because of greed. Sometimes I wonder, will we reach a higher plane? Sometimes I wonder, will we reach a higher plane? Since Adam bit the apple, now this whole world ain't been the same. temptation. temptation. Children crying, people dying. And this world can't take no more. Oh, temptation. 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 Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, temptation.
That's Duke Robillard on the vocals and guitar, Marty Ballou on the stand-up bass, perhaps the first stand-up bass we've had in the music hall here at FM 101.9.
All right.
It's an inauguration. So you're at the B.B. King's Blues Club tonight.
Correct.
We have a telephone number for that, which we'll pass out a little bit later on. It's actually a pretty cool phone number. But I wanted to ask, is this the setup we get tonight, or is it a more...
No, it's a four-piece band. It's a full thing. And we'll be doing tunes from all different phases of my career, blues, my rock and roll oriented numbers, and a little bit of swing stuff, and kind of just everything I do. And we'll be there tomorrow night also, by the way.
And Marty, you play stand-up bass in the live show? And what are the other two?
And electric bass.
Okay.
And Jeff McAllister is the drummer, and Morale Coriel on guitar.
You have a new album out called Temptation. That song you just played was the title track. There's a song that we've been playing here on the radio a bit called Rule the World, and to just sort of put you in perspective for those who are trying to connect a name with a face or a tune to an artist or something like that, I thought we'd just do an excerpt from Rule the World, if you don't mind.
That would be a good example of what we'll sound like tonight.
Okay, Nicole, if you would mind rolling this one. Little segment from Duke Robillard's Rule the World from his new album, Temptation. The line comes from a Muddy Waters. It's actually a quote from Muddy Waters, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not from a song, but something he said to me the first night we met. I sat in with him at, I believe it was a place called Paul's Mall in Boston, back in about 1970, 72 or 3, I guess it would be. And he had a guitar player from California, Hollywood Fats, who was 19 years old at that time, a great guitar player who's since passed away. But I was invited to sit in with Muddy, and when I got off the stage, Muddy said, if I had you and Fats in my band, I could rule the world. The way he said it, I said, someday I got to write a song with that title.
What was it like to be invited up on stage with one of your heroes?
It was the greatest thrill in the world to be aside of Muddy Waters playing and listening to that voice come out of him and hearing his guitar.
Want to do another tune for us, Duke?
Sure.
What are we going to get next time?
We're going to do a little bit of T-Bone Walker type jump blues here.
Duke Robillard in the Music Hall at FM 101.9. Duke Robillard, our guests in the music hall here at FM 101.9, appearing tonight and tomorrow night at B.B. King's Blues Club. That's a great name for a club. B.B. King's Blues Club. You've ever been there?
I haven't been to this one. I've played the one in Memphis, though.
It's up on City Walk, right near Universal Studios, and the phone number for more information is 818-6-BB King. That's 818-6-BB King. Duke Robillard, thanks for joining us this morning here in the FM 101.9 Music Hall.